are we making today? Okay, sun's out. I'm hoping that you're going to contemplate opening up your doors to invite people over because we might get some outdoor time. Actually, this is amazing to take in a Tupperware for a picnic, right? Didn't even think about that till just now. This is your picnic ready moment. What are we making? Shut up, Hannah, and tell them what the it is. It is a caramelized onion dip. Remember that onion dip you had as a child? Maybe you don't, I do. Packet of Lipton onion soup mix, a tub of sour cream, mix them together, and you couldn't stop shoving it. Mainly, probably because the amount of MSG in the onion soup mix. Pack. Anyway, if you know anything about me, you'll know that despite the fact that my house is packed with sugar and butter and all those things you're apparently not supposed to eat, I like to eat the natural form of a food. So I'm never going for the freeze-dried onion soup mix. I'm always going for the lovely organic shallots that I bought in the farmer's market because that's who I am. And then I'm gonna caramelize them with some, what am I caramelizing with? Oh yes, I've got vermouth because it's open and I always have it in the kitchen and I don't have any wine open, even though I will later when my friends arrive and we eat this. Okay, I digress. And some white wine vinegar and some thyme and some Aleppo and some salt. And there's this like delicious oil that they cook in thanks to all those flavors and they melt down. They kind of both braise and caramelize. And then you dip them. You put them on I've got some thick Greek natural yogurt here. You can use labneh, you can use feta dip, whatever you like, but I'm so grateful for the full fat Greek yogurt because it is an instant base. Little lemon zest, salt, and you're ready to dip. Caramelized onion dip with a sprinkling of dill is really all I needed to say. Okay, we're gonna slice them into rounds. I don't want them to be too thin because I want them to hold their shape, just like that. Lovely little rounds, because once they melt into the pan and we cook them, we want them to hold their shape in the dip. Shallots, heat on, oil in. You want this to be this oil is part of the dip. So I say 60 ml, that's enough to cover the bottom of the pan nicely. We're going to add some vinegar and some white wine. I'm actually going to add vermouth because I don't have any open white wine. And then it's going to create this sauce. And that is going to be an intrinsic part of today's fun and games. Now, we want this oil to be hot, but not smoking. So it's going to glisten. And actually, it's on quite a high heat and it is already starting to glisten. So I'm going to add these rounds quite carefully. I want to keep them in rounds as much as I can. And it's going to take me a hot second. Heat's on medium. I'm going to salt them. This allows them to cook a little more easily and release some of their water, which you want them to do, and that allows them to brown. Remember, the aim of the game here is for golden tanned, not deeply caramelized. We want them that kind of not too dark and not too crispy. Soft and golden, really. So I'm gonna let them go for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm gonna watch them, watch the heat, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm gonna turn them as quickly as I humanly can with my trusty implements here helping me along the way. Aleppo, obviously, because I want a bit of heat in this dish. Thyme sprigs, they're about to sizzle. Yep, there they go. I'm gonna add some little bit of vinegar. This would be really good with lemon, but I'm vinegaring this. And a little vermouth. You could use white wine, you could use water. Just add a little something and it's gonna create all of this sauce in the bottom of this dish. Let the vermouth and the acid of the vinegar bubble off. Look at this gorgeous golden color that is developed here. Da, da, da. You see how gorgeous they are? You smell them? Imagine the sweetness of these. Gorgeous. I'm going to tip them out for 2 reasons. One is this pan is really hot, and so I want them to stop cooking. And I want to get all of this sauce at the bottom. Right, let's make the dip. So while the onions cooled, I did make a coffee. I had to do something to amuse myself, right? Okay, This 10% full-fat Greek yogurt, I am not ashamed to say, is your gift when you have people coming over and you just want to serve a dip. It is so thick. I rarely make labneh, much to my kids' chagrin, because this serves the same purpose. These onions would also be delicious on that whipped feta delight that I made last summer, so scroll back and find that, or I'll attach it. This recreates the onion dip of some of our youths. Right, so I've got this fantastic dollop of yogurt right here that I'm going to smear, my favorite word ever, just like this, okay? But I may as well use the whole tub, right? May as well, there's a lot of us, there's a lot of onions. Right, okay. To this, I am going to season it with a good pinch of salt, because now all of a sudden it'll taste even more like labneh, and a good bit of lemon zest, because this is just going to make it sing that much more. I love this pink bowl. Everything looks so pretty in it. Right, get my trusty spoon back, give it one more mix together, and look, I mean, this is just like a cloud. Okay, onions have cooled and they've got all this amazing oil. So I'm going to start this by drizzling this oil all over. Now I'm just going to lay these onions over the top, and I'm going to do it in a couple of layers. I'm going to add some dill. These are gorgeous little fronds. I'm not even going to bother chopping them. I mean, I am so excited about this. Get a few more onions into the mix. I might even stir some of them through like this. Pile them. I mean, I can't wait for you to try this, actually. I'm so impatient. I'm literally like dancing from foot to foot here, waiting to dip into this. Final sprinkling of salt. And now how are we going to eat this? I know how I like to eat this. It would look very pretty on this very well. See, I was organised today, huh? Top marks. Doesn't normally happen. Take note, organisation was in place. An endive, wouldn't that be nice? However, in the vein of nostalgia, I'm opting for a crinkle crisp. I'm digging deep. I'm piling it on with onions, and I don't care that I'm using my fingers. It's so fucking good. You better subscribe, because then you get more fun in the kitchen and the sunshine, because it's going to be summer soon. Hit the link below.